I spent the past month inventing what might be the most realistic lightsaber blade in the world. It's incredibly bright, it feels powerful, electric, alive, and I hate it. Let me tell you why.
Oh, that's not good.
I have a mission of making a realistic lightsaber and sharing the design so that anyone else can make one too. But what makes a lightsaber realistic? For me, it has to extend and retract like in the movies, have a bright, powerful electric blade, have a screen-accurate hilt design, and since we're sharing the designs, it has to be safe for anyone to make and use. The Hacksmith lightsaber is awesome, but I don't want to accidentally chop off my hand. Now this is a NeoPixel blade lightsaber. NeoPixel blades have an LED strip on the inside covered with layers of material that enhance the light. These are known as the best lightsabers you can get on the market, but they still have a problem. They don't extend and retract like a real lightsaber, and even though they're the brightest lightsabers you can get, they're not bright enough to look good in daylight. So I set out to make a better lightsaber, a fully retractable lightsaber, a brighter lightsaber. And this is where the hate begins. If you saw my last lightsaber video together with Maddie and Aaron, we were able to make a fully retractable lightsaber using a magician's cane and a high-powered LED strip. This blade is way brighter than a NeoPixel blade, but there's a problem with it. When viewed from the side, it doesn't look like a full lightsaber blade because of the unlit gap in the middle. My plan to solve it was simple, but as always, nothing went according to plan. Ever notice how fast-moving lights look like a solid shape? That's called persistence of vision. My initial plan was to spin the blade really fast so the brain thinks it's one solid beam from every angle. But this didn't exactly work out. With the blade spinning, half the time your brain sees the unlit side of the blade. Your brain combines this image with the image of the lit side of the blade, and the end result you see is a blade that's only half lit, half dim, and does not look that good. At this point, I thought to myself, what if I just made the steel part of the blade white, so it looks like the core of a lightsaber blade? Then, with the spinning, we would see the lit side of the blade combined with the white side of the blade, creating a better lightsaber effect. I taped white paper over the steel to test this out. This was promising, but it only looked good in daylight. At night, it just looked like a dark space where the blade should be. Another fail. If you look at all the movies, TV shows, the games, the actual middle, the core of the lightsaber is white. It's bright white. So we've gotten a few white magician's canes to try. My next thought was to put small LEDs at the base of the hilt to light up the white magician's cane blade, so it's visible at night. But they didn't light up the whole blade. I tested tons and tons of different LEDs, but the hilt is too small to position the LEDs at the angle needed to light the whole blade. And you can see the light is really strong at the beginning, but it kind of tapers off towards the end of the blade. This is what I realized: to get the most realistic lightsaber blade effect possible, we would need to use two LED strips. The additional LED strip would cover the unlit side of the blade, making it look good from all angles. But there's a reason I really didn't want to do this in the first place. Two LED strips means a bigger hilt to house the extra strip. It means twice the power, twice the drain on the battery, twice the amount of heat generated, and it means another motor to control the second strip, which means more drain on the battery, which means more wiring and heat, which means more complicated code to control the lightsaber, and so on. So yeah, I hate this solution. But for the best lightsaber blade effect possible, this is the way. We're gonna test that right now. I'm gonna be manually tensioning it. We wanna see how this new blade with full coverage LED strips looks, both in real life and on camera. Keep in mind, this is a really well-lit room. You can see I got both the studio lights going, so this is pretty well lit. So this is probably the worst conditions ever for a lightsaber blade in terms of brightness, in terms of effect. So we just want to see how it looks in the worst conditions possible. And then later we're also going to do a nighttime test, which is the best conditions possible. And 3, 2, 1. Oh my. That is insanely bright. That is... Even with how insanely bright this blade is, I still felt like it was missing something. A real lightsaber blade should feel alive, like it's buzzing with energy. That's why even after adding another LED strip, I still want to try spinning the blade to get that ultimate glowing, powerful look. I set up a spin test for the blade, and this is the result.
The blade is wobbly, but
This might be the most realistic lightsaber blade in the world. The spinning creates this energetic, powerful aura around the blade, and with how bright it is, it feels like a real lightsaber. So this is a NeoPixel lightsaber blade, currently pretty much the best on the market. And it doesn't look bad, but this is our version. Let me get it. And I think it looks better. This looks incredible, but I still have a lot to do to make a full realistic lightsaber. In my next video, I'll combine this blade with improvements to the previous lightsaber design, including faster extension and retraction, and a thinner, smaller hilt. At least, I promise to try my best on this one. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss that video. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.